Welcome back, folks. God, it's good to be back. Voice of Onewheel brought to you by TTR Studios. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Voice of Onewheel. Thanksgiving episode. Why not? Let's do it. We've got Daniel Bernier and Mo Khan joining us. They are ready to go from the jungle. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Adam.
We're so glad to do this, dude. It's going to be a big one. We've got a whole lot of new things. He's got like 8 animals over there that are camera ready and all good for you. A lot to do today. We're going to talk about the Pint X. We want to talk about the GT. We want to talk about how that compares to the InMotion V11, which I also have. It's an EUC. How does it stack up? Which would you buy? Should you buy any of these?
Well, also, hey, I'm going to throw a poll up on my Instagram later, and I would like people to vote because we had some discussion around the Pint X. And so remind me when we get to that portion, I would like to promote a poll so that we could, get some data on it.
Put it on the poll. We'll be ready to do that. I appreciate that from Daniel. He's our social media king right now, in charge of everything right now. So I appreciate that. Let's do this thing, man. I want to get into it. We're going to build a Onewheel also together. We're going to go on the website. We're going to build one live on the show, whatever colors you guys want. They almost got me, man. I almost bought one right here just doing show prep because it was so addicting on the website. And then I also have saved videos and, of course, a way for you to earn more money to go ahead and buy a new board. It's crazy. So we'll do that. But first, riding in Nashville. What the hell, man? Okay, we got to talk. There's a lot that I have seen in this country. And I thought that I had seen not all of it, but most of it. Mo, you're from Tennessee. Is that right? From Nashville?
Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
So for somebody who doesn't know, how far that's right down the road, right?
Absolutely.
What is your guys' problem? Look, when I got here, all right, so full disclosure, I'm not going to hate on your town. I love riding here, but I have found something to be unbelievable, and I just want to explain my experience and ask you guys what's going on, because I brought my EUC here. My Onewheel is in the shop. It's being worked on. I'm about to get it back, and I'll be riding that soon. But I thought I was going to have to sell my board immediately because there are no sidewalks anywhere. And it's like 45-mile-an-hour roads, and the mentality is like, yeah, just share it with the bikes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
What is that? What am I supposed to do here? I took my EUC on a 45-mile-an-hour road, and I was like, never again. I was clutching my pearls, gentlemen.
Yeah, it can be dangerous. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do about that. Dude, it's a drag. I wouldn't want to live someplace like that for sure.
You know what? Full disclosure, I've never really gotten a chance to actually ride a Onewheel out in Nashville.
Yeah.
I've gone back home a couple times, and if anyone's familiar with where Murfreesboro, Tennessee is, that's where Middle Tennessee State University's at. And, there are no sidewalks there. I can't jog back in my memory right now to actually remember, hey, what's Nashville look like? But I do remember in Murfreesboro, Tennessee specifically, there was literally nowhere else. So I rode around in my cul-de-sac in the neighborhood. But there are plenty of places in Nashville that I do know that I want to go to, like go check out like the Parthenon, ride my Onewheel around that area. Dude, Broadway is so dope. You know what I'm saying? Once you get there, the Tennessee River right there, 2nd Avenue, that was the spot. Like weekends, that's where we hung out at. Like I have so many great memories back there, but I have yet to take a Onewheel and ride it out that way.
Dude, it's just crazy because there are some really nice spots, and I'm about to show you guys one so that we're fair to Nashville because it is beautiful out here. It is unbelievable. Blue skies, rolling mountains. There's nothing flat at all. I've never seen so much undulation, and I'm really having fun riding once I found, okay. First of all, you know what you're used to as bike paths? Gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about as bike paths? Daniel, you know what I'm talking about. They're all over DC. Bike paths?
Yeah, absolutely. And DC has a pretty good network of them. Not always, but
it's rideable. You can pretty much ride. Dude, bike paths here are roads for people.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard there's a lot of places that have the greenways and that people ride the crap out of them. Raleigh was like that.
Roads, man. They're no, like through a park, it's a road width of cement that only people and bikes and things are allowed to be on. I was blown away.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if you can actually ride.
Well, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I would until you get kicked out.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then just be like, you never asked for permission, ask for forgiveness.
I mean, I got one honk from somebody on the road, and they were just like, "Fuck yeah, man!" I just cursed.
Right.
That was our first one.
Yeah, I'd ride the shit out of it. I bet they're probably chill with it, right? Because like New York City has like a big bike path thing, and everybody seemed chill with people flying along there.
Dude, I'm with my dog. Like, look at this. This is what I'm doing. Seriously, come on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Look how wide this is, and then there's just this is right next to my house.
Yeah, okay. What's wrong with that?
It's awesome. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I just had to figure out. Oh, okay.
All right, come on.
Getting there is a
Go.
little bit of an
Yeah.
issue, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
wide open grass for him to just fly. And I know the video is not great, but I mean, this is my heaven. I would ride around in grass all day long, any day, and my EUC has suspension, so like riding on grass is
nice.
a piece of cake.
No kidding. Yeah. I mean, I got mad respect for the EUCs, right? They look
Forever.
like futuristic cyborgs riding those things around the streets in some dystopian future.
Dude, it's crazy, man. It's such a good thing to have as a backup when you don't have your one wheel, or when it's in the shop, or when it's like, out of commish, or whatever it is. Like you have something else to ride. And quite frankly, we're going to see how they compare. So the last thing that I wanted to get into, grass here is amazing. Trails are everywhere. Paths are roads for people. They have Bojangles here. That's nice. You guys ever have Bojangles?
Oh, yes.
There's one nearby here.
There's one in Union Station, actually.
Oh.
Bojangles, yes.
Oh, so
Yum,
good.
yum.
I got a biscuit today. I got all of it. I just got a little bit of everything. I got like 2 pieces of chicken. I got a chicken sandwich. I got a biscuit. I need a little bit of it. Yeah, that was good. And then the hell is Crystals? What is that?
Oh, dude, it's the White Castles. It's like the mini slider burgers, but I really don't know if it's only like a regional thing down there, but Crystals is awesome too. You can get a bag full of Crystals and sit there and get fat.
Sounds like drugs.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yes.
Look at this.
Dude, look at that. That's a White Castle meal right there.
I was like, look.
Chili dogs.
Put it this way. When I read the little like partition that they have, on the sign that has the little letters that they put up there manually, I had no idea whatever language they were speaking. It was like, come get 2 Crystal Chicks for 2 clucks and 4 6 for 2 cluck 7s. And I'm like, dude, I'm driving by. I've got like 5 seconds to process this. What am I looking at? What the fuck is Crystal?
Crystal Chicks, fire. Again, not that they're good for you, but it's just it's like a
Good junk food sometimes,
Oh,
sometimes-
man.
Hunger, right? He's just
Dude.
like starving.
I don't know. So Crystals is a new
Eat some
thing to
junk
me. Which is good drunk food. I'm going out tomorrow night. I'm very excited about it. My first time. I'm actually going to go check out Broadway like they talked about. But let's talk more globally and not make it so much more. I did want to just say thank you to the Nashville riders who brought me into the Facebook group. And this is what I wanted to talk to you, Daniel and Mo, about to start things off, really, is a hidden gem of a reason why you should have a one wheel. And I believe that it's something that I've just found. I moved, right? I moved from the DMV, the DC area, and I came to Nashville, and I don't know anyone here. So like, it's kind of hard to, especially like I'm a DJ, man. Like I'm not coming here for a 9 to 5 to go to the office and have like this immediate network of people to like start talking to. Like I live in the middle of nowhere. There's nobody. I've met 3 people so far, and it's just saying, "Hey, what's your dog's name?" Cool. I've already forgotten it. Like that's it. So,
Yeah.
so like I don't really have any human interaction. And so I picked up a side hustle that I'm going to start talking about at the end. So make sure you stay tuned. A little way that you can earn some money too. It's not just through me. I just can't wait to tell you about it. But no, man, I was like, how the hell am I going to like meet anyone? And I've done this before. I took a radio job in Colorado. I did that in Ocean City, and it was lonely as shit. One wheels. Do you guys feel me on that? Like you go to a different city that you've never been to, and all of a sudden you can just like tap into this community of like, oh yeah, we've got a ride on
Yes.
Sunday.
Yes, I felt that way for years, right? A couple years ago, right before COVID, I flew down to Austin for work, right? So what did I do? I joined the Austin crew group on Facebook, and I was like, yo, I'm coming down for a visit, right? They set up a ride. They gave CJ Maxwell from Lemonade Flowco came and picked me up from the hotel. I had never met him before. He's like, oh, he's out near you. He'll grab you from the hotel, bring you out to the ride, and then drop you off on the way back. Had a great time. Fred and the whole gang out there, it was awesome. They showed me an amazing time. When I went up to Boston and rode with Mandy McFly and Cole Crush for the first time, that was even way before COVID. That might have been back in like 2018. But yeah, man, they're amazing.
I mean, I can certainly attest to that sentiment too, because I remember having the Onewheel. I purchased it, for a long time. I was really scared riding it. I just don't think I understood what the technology could do.
Wait a minute. You were scared? I don't want to stop your story. We'll go back to that. Continue your story, but I want to ask you more about that later.
But absolutely, I was scared. But going back to, I was riding one day right around the Adams Morgan area where I live at in DC, and cross paths with Daniel. And dude, that day was amazing for me because it actually brought me into the community, and I have made so many friends. I mean, you Adam being an example of that, Daniel being an example. And there's an extended group of friends that I actually have beyond just Daniel and yourself that honestly are part of that same Onewheel community. The Onewheel community has made me want to like DC more, because when I first moved here and, as life progressed on, I had a job, I started to think I don't really like this place as much, and but all of that changed, and I'm not kidding you, man. I think it's because of the Onewheel, because I met more friends.
Why? I was gonna say, why do you think that you hated why did you hate it here? Why were you in a dark place?
I don't know. The weather's not conducive to what I've never really. I mean, the weather's great. The people just seem like, they're all kind of business. Everyone's more concerned about what you do than having a kind of a hearty conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? You'll actually see that difference, because now that you're down there in Tennessee, you'll see people want to approach you and have a conversation with you. Sometimes a lot of that is kind of genuine. That's to be nice. Dude, that Southern hospitality.
People are happier here. I'm not going to say anything like not true. I'm just unbiased. I'm just telling you right now, people are just in a better mood. It's very odd. It's very odd. I just kind of
in a place like that, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere where I can feel like, okay, people are happy. I want to be there. The sun's shining. I'm getting my dose of vitamin D. And I always had that vision that, maybe East Coast wasn't where I needed to be at. It was the West Coast, California somewhere. But I'm telling you, the Onewheel changed that perception so much.
I'm with you, dude. I think that's how it goes. Like, I was kind of feeling like I didn't have how the hell am I going? I'm almost 40, man. Like, it's not like we're in the courtyard playing at recess where you can just be like, hey, do you feel like playing tag, dude? Like, no one plays around in their lives the way that Onewheelers do. Like, what is wrong with us? We're big kids at heart.
I'm with that, son. I agree with you, man. But that's what's beautiful about it all, because I feel like I'm still in the mood to play around. I'm still feel young at heart.
So let me just stop that whole thing right there. Because you know what? Like, why do we assign that type of feeling to only being a child?
Thank you.
Right? Like, why are we even saying it like that? Like, that's not even, like, let's scale that back and just say that is not a thing for child. We should all feel that way all the time, right? Like, there's no reason that we can't go out and hang out with our friends and have a good time. Hell, when the cops pulled us over in Ocean City a couple weekends ago, right? Like, pulled over, and then it's like, wait, it's like a dude with like a bunch of, adults.
You hooligans.
Yeah, and then he was like, well, you guys can't ride in the road. We're like, the bike lane's in the road, and he's like, got to call it in on his radio or whatever. And I'm like, God damn it. But it was funny because, like, he was surprised, right? Because it's people our age, or like people look at us or whatever. But the thing is like, what I tell everybody is anybody can do it, right? And like, we've got this community that is, relatively diverse and inclusive, and it's nice.
It has its ups and downs, like anything does. But I felt the need sort of to kind of step back in all of my internet consumption. And unfortunately, a lot of what I do, I don't get to do a lot of the group rides because I work on the weekends. So
yeah,
I miss a lot of the live stuff. And for me, it's following you guys through Instagram and through Facebook groups, like posts and stuff. And so when I kind of bailed on the internet, it was like, I feel like I lost touch with everything. And then I started setting all this stuff up again and going through, this leather book that is made from Kevin Gilbert and, these all these little trinkets. And it just brought me back to the amount of care that exists in this community. And if there's something to be grateful for, it's that. I can't find anything else. Yeah. So I'm glad I'm just putting this out here. That's why we're doing today's show. I'm super fucking grateful for what has been built from basically the ground up, because otherwise I wouldn't have any friends out here. And now there's a group ride on Sunday. I'm going to go hang out with these people 45 minutes away in a place I've never even been before.
It's like having instant friends, right? It's probably like similar to the Masons, but I feel like we have more freaking fun with less rules. But because like, we went down to Shredfest in Raleigh, right? Those dudes knew how to put on a Onewheel event. Super fun. It was inclusive of everybody with lots of group rides. Got a little rained out with the Greenway, but so what? There was some nice camping, live bands, really friendly people. And those guys came up here to DC and they hit us up and planned to ride up here. And we, showed them around the city and it was super fun. And they returned the favor, right? Like when we were down there, they've invited us to some of their events. And I really appreciate having, a network of individuals that we can talk to and hang out with. I heard coming up in January, there might be some big shindig down in Miami, and I'm looking forward to maybe checking that out too, right? So
I want to compare it to, who is it? Is it flight attendants that basically have like this network of like, we can stay with you if you want to stay with us? I know that there's some industry out there. Social Media Lounge, hello and good afternoon and good evening, wherever you're from. Check me on that. Clyde, check me on that. I'm pretty sure flight attendants have a secret network of like, I'm telling you, before Airbnb.
I don't know nothing about that.
I'm telling you, it exists.
If there are any flight attendants on the social media right now or in the future, like, drop a comment, let us know. Like, is there a secret network? Inquiring minds want to know.
Wow. Congratulations to the Killer Clown. I'm looking at the Social Media Lounge. Just a quick, happy round of applause. Newborn baby. That deserves one.
Congratulations.
Oh, man. Congratulations, dude. That is fantastic.
Touchdown! Adam, where are you riding at?
What?
Where's your group ride at?
Like just north of Columbia.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would know.
Promo, want to be a flight attendant. Dude, I'm telling you right now, flight attendants can stay wherever they want all around the world. So, moving on. Let's go talk about them. We've got the brand new boards. We've been waiting for them forever. And here they are. So it's a Pint X. It's got an 18-mile top range. It's the 18 mile an hour speed. Okay. That's pretty good compared to the old Pint. It's only $1,400, a couple $100 extra. Yay or nay? Excited about it? Are we thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs middle? Daniel.
I think as an alternative board for people that are looking for something smaller, but with a better range, right? I think that was the big limiting factor on the Pint, right? It's annoying to have to charge like every 5 miles.
Nobody wants to ride with anybody who's got a Pint. No, I'm sorry. If you show up to a group ride with a Pint, there's a little bit of disappointment. There's a disappointment there.
We try to have inclusive rides where we can include those.
No.
Today was a perfect example. It was a beautiful ride that I didn't get to attend because I was off doing something else. But from what I saw on social media, they had a pretty good turnout, like 15 people or so, and they did a big Pint loop, and it was inclusive of the Pint. So we do try to host rides that are inclusive of the Pints. But
that is great, and I know that. Real quick, that is great, and I know that, and I respect you if you have a Pint. I'm glad you came. I would rather that you came than that you didn't. But I also, wish that it was just XRs on this trip.
I die a little inside, Adam. I die a little inside. I'm just like,
here's my Pint, by the way, with a perfectly nice.
I get to the 5 mile
layer
range.
It's caked with a layer of dust.
Yeah.
Wonder what that means, right? Exactly.
So,
here it is.
I bought a used pint from Freddie in Austin.
Now,
and I like it for travel, right? You can bring it on the plane, but I don't think you can bring the Pint X on the plane.
no.
So like, that's kind of a bummer. So that's the downside of it, right? But if you're looking for a smaller form factor, there's a lot of satisfied people with the Pint X, right? We've got 3 riders that I ride with on a somewhat regular basis that are all rocking the Pint X. They're in and out of the top leaderboard, and this is a really nice segue on the Pint X here, because there was some discussion over whether Pint X owners are watching the leaderboard. So this is my poll. Are Pint X riders watching the Pint X leaderboard? We don't know.
Let's put it on Twitter.
Or whatever. I do IG,
I'll do it. All right, that's better. That's even better.
Yeah, you do it tonight. I asked on your Voice of Onewheel IG. Just be like, yo, do Pint X riders watch the leaderboard?
What do you mean by that? I don't even. Why? Yes. I feel stupid for asking. But what do you mean? What?
The leaderboard in the Onewheel app. Right?
Why? Why would? I don't understand your question though. Like, why would they not?
I think to see if they're actually at the top.
Just see what their place is on the leaderboard, right? Like every day I connect to the app on my board and I check and I'm like, oh, I'm number whatever on the mileage and number whatever on the streak, right? And then I kind of glance at the other leaderboards to see who's doing right. We've got quite a few DMV one-wheel riders that are on the leaderboards, right? And certain people like to watch that. Not everybody, and that's okay. But we don't know how many people are watching it, right? Like,
okay, so you're almost asking, do Pint X riders watch as fans because they really don't have a chance to do anything about making that themselves?
Just Pint X riders that are riding it, do they look at their own their leaderboard positions?
I'm an XR rider and I don't look at it. Am I weird?
Some people don't. I do. I look at mine every day, right? And I look to see what else other people are doing because it's interesting. We've got a few riders on there, right? So Javier, the one-wheel wing, Starks is number 1 in XR mileage. We have Opal. She was in the top 10 on the Pint X recently. I haven't looked today. Sabrina was on the top 10 on the Pint X leaderboard, and Alexa has been in and out of the top 10 at some point. There's like some jockeying, but people are doing some hard riding on this new device, and it looks like it's holding up. I haven't heard otherwise.
Okay.
Well, it's also a fresh start, right? It's a new board, so there's a lot of opportunities if you're actually interested in staying on that leaderboard.
Yeah, it gamifies it a little bit, okay, but like it's fun. It gives you a little purpose to your play, right?
Wait a minute. Mo, did Future Motion send you a Pint X and a GT ahead of release because of how many boards you've already purchased?
Hey, I can't disclose any further information, but no, I have a lot of boards. You're right about that.
Dude, how many boards do you have?
I actually have the Pint, right, which I just recently converted over the port, and it's still collecting dust. And then I have a growler set up on an XR, and then I also have 2 other XRs. One is actually sitting there again collecting dust because it is giving me an error, and it's not charging. So I have 3 XRs, and one's a growler, and then this Pint port at the moment.
So you, my friend, will be our XR thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. What do you think about the GT release? Because the GT now is 32-mile top range, 20-mile-an-hour top speed. It's $2,200. What do you think?
Yeah.
Bang for your buck?
Here's my take on it, right? I've actually taken my XR, and I think I've literally done everything to it that the GT. So I have a platypus foot pad, which I imagine would be more like that love hump concave foot pad that's on the GT now. And as far as range goes, I've upgraded my battery to a CBXR because I've got 2 boards that are older, a 4208 and a 4209. Both have CBXRs, so I've actually got the range. Perhaps not the the motor's supposed to be a little bit more powerful.
Yeah, I got a little tight torque in there, yeah.
Exactly, so a little bit more torque. I don't know if having a CBXR battery translates to a little bit. I mean, it does translate to a little bit more torque, but I don't know if it's equivalent to what the GT offers. But thinking about how much money I've spent on each one of my XRs, the GT sounds like a great deal.
Yeah. Yeah, coming out of the box
looks
with all
smooth.
of that stuff, I think that's pretty sweet.
I'm excited for a new board, right?
Yeah.
But we know the XR is going to be the workhorse for the continued future, right? Because people haven't received the GT, right? A handful of people have ridden it and reviewed it on YouTube, which I would like to go out and look and see their first thoughts on it.
Yeah.
But, I'm excited for a new product. What I don't like is the change in the tire size. I think to screw the third-party community, that kind of is like, oh, man, really?
Can you talk more on that? Well, as if somebody didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, I'm asking. I'm honestly asking. I didn't know that they changed the tire size.
Yeah, they did. They changed it to like they changed it to what it's like 6.5 or something, right? Which isn't a standard go-kart tire size. So like right now, tires are relatively plentiful because it's the same size as a go-kart tire.
Sure.
Right? So you those tires, but they're like out of stock everywhere, right? Like everybody's like hoarding tires for the XR or something, right?
Really?
Every place is like on back order practically.
Mo, what is going on behind you, Mo? Where you guys are in the jungle? Daniel, I don't mean to be rude. What? Can you just take 2 seconds and introduce us to what the hell is going on behind you?
A little bit of Razzie and a little bit of Blanca and a little bit of KO. So this right here.
Oh God.
He's a little bitey. He's a little aggressive. This right here is Razzie, my green cheek conure. Right here is a couple other.
Every time I go to this apartment, another bird shows up.
Yes, man. This is Blanca right here. She is a cockatiel. She's a little more gentle. She can get along with everybody, but not this guy.
No, the green one stays on you. And then what's in the aquarium?
Like
oh, can't see. Can you guys see that? Can you see what that is right there?
Not really. What is that? Oh God! Don't take it out. Oh Jesus!
Yeah. No, I'm not taking it out. But can you see a better view of it?
Daniel, can you see? What is it? What are you looking at, Daniel?
Oh, dude, it's an iguana, dude.
Oh Christ!
Yeah, it's a pretty large one.
It's a pretty large one. The door's open. It's next to me.
Yep.
He likes staying in there, which is a great part.
Yeah, for now.
But here you go. He'll make a little motion happen. I'm just doing a head of lettuce for him.
Oh man, so he's just crushing. Okay, so we're just hanging out in the jungle. And then you got 2 dogs in there too. Where are the turtles at?
The tortoises are in the tortoise house. They're hiding. I was gonna set up a little shot so we can actually see them, but it looks like they've just gone away. It's cold in that room right now. So
Got
I'm
it.
hiding in that little hot spot.
Got it. All right, the tortoises are going back. I'm excited that we got new boards. I don't want at all. Look, what I'm about to do, I think could come across negatively. So let me just wipe that clean from the start. I'm excited that we got new boards. And I mean, I was this close from purchasing one about 20 minutes before I let these 2 gentlemen into the Zoom. I was doing more show prep and just putting things together as I do. And I'm like, oh man, all of a sudden I was in the checkout. It was in my cart and everything. I had to go get confirmation numbers on my texts. And I was like, maybe not. I got out. They almost got me because it's Black Friday. It's Black Friday right now. And I wanted to show you guys that because we want to go through some of our Facebook saved posts. And this is one of them where this dude was like, yo, did anyone take advantage of Future Motion's Black Friday sale? I just ordered another XR. It was only $1,600 with tax.
Oh, yeah, the new XRs. Yeah.
That's crazy. So that's super cheap right now. And I wanted to take you guys through. If
While you take it through, let's stop for just 1 second because somebody pointed out earlier, I was reading a little bit in the forums, and this dude pointed out that, like, because you can get a new one for like $1,600, right? Which is like $300 off. Like, why would you buy a used one at like $1,400 when, for like $200 more, you could just get a brand new one? And I was like, that's a good point. Does it hurt the resale market of the XRs for the people out there?
What is it? What is an XR? Let's ask the people right now. That'll be the second poll that we put on the Voice of Onewheel story tonight. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, Voice of Onewheel. You can see it. It's all right here.
Yes.
But if you're in the social media lounge right now, I want you to pipe in what you would pay for a XR. Let's put out some specs. Daniel, give me some very quick 10-second basic specs. It's got how many miles and it's in what condition?
Well, so, recently there have been some listed, we'll say under 50 miles.
Brand new XR?
Pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go out and say 100 miles. Under 100 miles, stock
100
XR. What is that worth to you right now? Sold.
Well,
I don't even want to know that answer. Can I say like 1,000 miles? I want to know what you would pay for an XR with 1,000 miles on it.
I think that's a better control number because a lot of people do. I think a lot of people do ride their XR a little bit more.
Like,
Yeah, but those aren't the ones you see come up for sale, right? Like what you see is somebody who bought one who never really learned to ride it and never took advantage of it or never really joined any of the community things, right? And so they missed out on the whole culture that's evolved around it.
Sure.
Right? And the community that we're building.
Sure.
And so, they end up selling them, right? Or like, so I got one from a dude who said he was moving overseas and he had bought it and he said he was going to learn and never did and just didn't want to take it with him, right? So it had 3 miles on it and I paid like $1,200 with some accessories for it, right?
Why do you get a $600 discount for 3 miles?
Well, because it's like driving the car off the road, man. It doesn't have the same value.
No, that's crazy talk. No, I would have been like, bro, no way.
Yeah, well, he's the one who put it out there. Right?
No, good for you. It's a hell of a steal. I can't. If I were him, I'd be like, dude, there's 3. It's brand new. It's basically brand new.
Well, I've done basically that 3 times in a row, right? I've done one for 1,200, one for 13, and one for like 1,250 or whatever.
All right, then Mo, I want to know. We'll ask the social media lounge. Me and Mo want to know. Daniel just answered the question right now. Off the lot, you're dropping at least $500. I want to know what you would pay me right now for my 1,000 mile XR. What would you pay for that?
Is it operational?
Yeah, it's in great shape. I mean, banged up and shit. I've got some float plates on it.
Here's the thing.
I don't know. What hardware model is it? That matters.
4208.
4208?
One of the first ones? I don't know.
For the 4208 has the problem with the Bluetooth.
Not right? 4204.
A 4204?
I don't know. Let's just say it's one that's not a mess.
I thought the first, I won't know. I thought the first model was a 4206, but maybe there could be something.
I'm just saying, let's just say it's a regular board that doesn't have issues. I'm going in the social media lines. I'm diving. I'm going balls deep. What do they say? 3K in the UK. 3 grand? 3 grand?
So they say the GOAT of, let's just say if you want to upgrade your board is a 4210, but the firmware version, I don't remember what it is, but there's a special firmware in a 4210 that is still upgradable, and that is supposed to be the GOAT of all, Onewheels that you can actually upgrade and do the battery upgrade to. Again, I have a 42.8 and a 4209. I really do like my 4209, but I also think that when you're looking at those boards, you're also getting a discount of almost $200 and some dollars, where you don't have to invest into a chip to do a battery upgrade to a CBXR or a JWXR, right? So if you were to buy a 4212 board today and you wanted to actually get the extended range out of it, so even if you got a 4212 for $1,200, right, you would have to go to the JWXR website, pay at least $200, maybe $250 for a chip that will allow you to put an extended range battery into it. So you're already spending $200 more on top of the great deal that you get. So that is the other thing to account for. But here's the thing, not a lot of people actually know. There's a lot of people that are trying to get rid of their Onewheel at low miles are disconnected from that community. Right. They don't understand the appraise or the value.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm pausing the show. I'm derailing it. I'm stopping the show. Social Media Lounge. I see you all chattering in there right now. I see it. I love it. I appreciate you. I'm serving. Let's serve Mo.
Wait. So I can't read the social media line. Are we just getting roasted right now?
No, we're not getting roasted. They're just nerding out on firmware like our best fans ever. That's what we do. We're all geeks together on this place,
good.
and I love it.
Yeah.
And now listen, I want to ask them. I'm not gonna move on until you type in 4 numbers, hopefully, and not 3 numbers. Right now, what do you pay for an XR stock 1,000 miles? Right now, what if you had to buy it and walk away feeling good about it? What would you pay? Put that number in. I'll wait. I'm not doing anything until you put numbers in.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not. I'm not buying a board.
You're
like
just
that.
not gonna buy one. Then your number is 0. Fine. But everybody who's in here right now, put a number in. I see 2 1200s. I got 2 1200s. I see max 1,000. Now we're getting somewhere. In what currency? We're global. Damn it, Matt Weber, you're right. Aussie, Australia, I love you guys down under. It
Crypto.
is U.S. Not crypto. You're not paying in Shiba Inu. No.
In crypto. Yes.
U.S. dollars.
Yes.
1,200. Another one. Emily Jakes, 1,000. Wow. The tire is good. Yeah, it's normal. It's normal, Nunya. Good to see you, Nunya. Bernie in the USA.
I'm so interested. Are these 4212 boards?
Get out of here. God damn it with the firmware. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not the firmware. It's the hardware.
Hardware,
model.
yes.
It's the hardware model, man. You gotta look. He's getting violent, man. He's about to attack.
No,
He is. He's like biting your arm and shit. Watch, look. He's like gonna come over and attack.
Here we go. Let's go to the jungle. Now, Amanda brings up another good point here. And we'll get to that here in just a second. What is this bird's name?
Razzie.
Razzie. Drop the beat. Razzie.
Got the boot. Boom.
Look, he's coming back to the side. He's protecting Mo. He's like super protective. Like, he's just.
Yo, bodyguard. Gotta have one.
He's like an attack bird, bro.
So it sounds like
you gotta have them protected.
He's like yelling at me right now.
it sounds like $1,200 is the to 1,000 is about what you can expect, but that's crazy. I really don't think you're getting that. Social Media Lounge, I love you.
I don't either.
You're crazy. There's no way you're getting
tell me
that.
Who's paying $12 or $1,000, right? And I was reading a thread the other day that Manny McFly was on. And, they were debating just that, right? And some dude was like arguing his board was, worth, a lot. And I don't even, if I see boards like that, I wouldn't even comment, right?
No,
like,
but that's what she just said. There's the other side of the double-edged sword where these people are asking for $3,000 because they have all the upgrades. And it's
well, so the thing is I would just let it sit there, right? Because it's not going to sell at that. And then they'll keep dropping the price until they do get to a price point where maybe people start to negotiate with them, right? And they'll learn the hard way, right? But, why would you argue, with people who listed? I mean, it's just, it's not worth it. You know, they'll learn the hard way. They can leave it up there and it'll just sit up there for months and not sell. And that's fine too, right? That's the market at work.
Yeah, I mean, you just said $3,000 for that, right? Like, I could buy a GT for $2,200.
Let's do it. I want to do that with you guys. Let's do that. I'm going to buy one with you guys. I want to go through what it's like because it is Black Friday. You can definitely get some discounts here, as you can see. So what happened is
Capitalism Day, Consumerism Day.
Remember, Adam, you got to check out with 3 boards when you check out. One for me, one for Daniel, one for yourself.
There you go. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, I was so close to getting something because I wanted to go and look at like what the prices were and how it compared to my EUC. Now, that's why I was going to say what I was about to do is going to become negative. It's not. Before we buy a Onewheel together, let me just show you. Hold on. No, because you keep getting me off of this, but hold on. I just want to say that comparably, the InMotion V11, which is what I was riding in that video with my dog, it's what I have.
Oh, the EUC?
It is an EUC. Now, it's $2,200. It's the same exact price as the GT.
Yep.
Now it's a 2,200 watt battery. It's got suspension. It goes 36 miles an hour, and I've never once hit any pushback because I will never go that fast. Oh no.
Sure.
So I've never experienced pushback, which is awesome for me. I want to feel like there's so much more like top end so that while you see me, I run my dog. If he like kind of pulls me at a squirrel, I'm not going to just bite it.
Yeah.
With an EUC, it's different, man. You need that top end because there's no front foot pad to hit the ground and then jump off of. It's just face plant. Like,
yeah, well, I see, we have a fairly large EUC community here in Washington, DC, and I got mad respect for them. There's a couple different communities, and, they have some, baller riders that, really put these things through the paces, right? They go like on century rides on these things and then camp out at the other end.
They go 70 miles, dude.
I got mad respect. They go super fast. It's just not for me, right? Like, I'm not a skier, and I don't, the whole facing forward thing, that's not for me, man.
If you were a rollerblader, if you're a skier, if you're used to that kind of facing forward and doing side to side, you will freaking love an EUC. You will.
Right. That's what I figured. Right. I've always thought that.
Here's why you'll hate it. Here's why you'll hate it. Let's see if Adam will kill himself on air. I'm deformed. Okay. And so this is why I thought I had to get something with suspension because my knees are so effed. All right. And anything other than suspension EUC really ain't good for me because you have to use your knees to control it. Okay.
Yeah.
Check this out. My knees go out. They go out. When I put my feet are together and they're touching. All right. There is 6 inches between my knees.
The number one cause of death in the home is home accident.
I want you all right now. Just stand up, put your feet together, and just tell me how far apart your knees are. I'm telling you, this is 6 inches. It should be like that. My legs go out and then in. I am basically bow-legged.
Okay.
And so because of that, you have to use. We're all okay. We're all okay. You have to use that part of your knees. Everything is on the inner part of your knees. They told me, oh, dude, you're going to have knee replacements by the time you're 40. That's like 2 years away, bro. I'm staring that down and like, nope, no, thank you. So I needed something with like suspension and that's been really, God, it's been so awesome to just be floaty on these little bumps and just kind of run my dog with that top end, same price as a GT. But to be honest with you, I ain't sideways like a snowboard and I feel like it. I know it. Deep down, I'm like, I miss my Onewheel. I can't wait to get it back.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's, I'm not a skier, man. That's why I've just never been interested. Right. I think it's an amazing device, right? Like, I got mad respect for the communities and the people that ride them, and they all gear up and are safe for the most part. And I got mad respect. I just that's not for me, right? I'm not a skier. I'm not a rollerblader. I don't want to, give me that sideways snowboard.
The social media lounge is cracking me up right now. Thigh gap, love it.
Thigh gap.
You guys are the best. Thank you for hanging out with us on a Friday night.
Right, that means I'm fat, yo. Shit, I got enough.
I really just hope that everyone's having a good time on a Thanksgiving Friday. I hope you go out and get effed up tonight. Go get some beers, get some kiki, a little tequila. What are you drinking over there, Mo?
Cheers. I've got a Sierra Nevada hazy IPA here. Keep it light so we can have plenty.
That's very good. Well, we've only got a little bit of time left, so I will get to it. What am I missing here?
Get to your board. My bad.
I want to build a board with you guys. Let's do that. So we're going to go in and we're going to go to the GT, and this is what was getting me so excited that I was like, you know what? Damn it. I'm just going to go ahead and buy this. So like first off, you get to choose between slick tire and treaded tire. So what do you guys want?
Can I stop you for 1 second though? Like when you're looking through the site, whatever community you're in, wherever you're at, there's usually a local authorized dealer. And it could be that these local authorized dealers will also have boards in January. And if you purchase your board through them, they'll usually honor the same deal, but you're supporting somebody in your community. So let me just say that right now, that might be an option. And, before, you push that buy now button on there, you check with somebody in your local community.
Very well said. Very well said. Thank you for putting that out there. So with that being said, let's have some fun on the Future Motion website, which now gives you the option to do the slick tire or treaded. And so you pick one and then let's do it. We're going to go for,
what are you picking?
Well, we're going to pick. So do you guys want to do Which kit do we want here? We can't just do the basic.
No, well, I don't. What are my options?
Your options are: we go for $23.95. We got a GT, we got a fender, we got bumpers, rail guards, and hypercharger.
Okay. Yeah.
Or we could also add a stand and make our fiber carbon fender for like $100 extra.
Oh, I don't know. Are carbon fiber fenders worth the extra? They might be. I hear a lot of people talk good about the carbon fiber out there.
I think if you're somebody who is going to be riding and dropping your board a whole bunch, then yes, I think you should probably get.
Bomb.
Yeah, but oh my God, look at this! Holy moly! These guys.
Yeah,
They're stuck in it. They're everywhere.
Under attack.
All right, so we're just gonna go for the big one. What do we think, you guys? I want what color for the rail guards? Pink?
I kind of like all the colors, but the murdered out was definitely one of my.
No.
That is actually dope right there.
That is pretty dope. All right, but then what can we do for bumpers? If we did that, then what, you gonna go yellow there, or maybe like? No,
yeah, I would do yellow there.
Yeah,
like
you gotta go yellow, right?
Go to your daddy.
What else could you do? White would be kind of sick.
Let's see the whites.
Yeah, white's pretty sick. So what about, okay, now white railguard might be interesting.
Somebody mentioned it looks like a stormtrooper. I was like, yeah.
Okay. I would kind of go like a blue underguard there, but that's just me. Maybe a spearmint.
Yeah.
No, that looks lame. Yellow might. That looks like a toy. I don't like it.
Toy?
Daniel, pick a color for the railguards.
I don't know, man. That's been my problem. I don't know.
Ooh, that looks so too.
To be honest, I'm gonna beat the hell out of it. So give me dark colors, right?
I kind of like this, like an 80s look.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to all the, it's gonna take, a good year for some third party parts to, get developed and tossed out there.
How about this, Daniel? This is for you. Dark blue with some yellow bumpers, like a Michigan.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, the old Batmobile.
I was having a freaking
Tennessee. I'm all blue.
Like the old school Batmobile.
You want to go Tennessee? That's going to be more like this, and then like give me a red like that.
Bro.
Ooh, dude, yes.
There's your Titans right there. So as you can see, I was just having an absolute freaking blast doing this earlier. So I hope you enjoy that. Just hop onto the Onewheel website and you can just click on and they just make it really easy to kind of pick and choose what kind of colors you want. Again, most of these things are probably offered by third market vendors, right? Are they offered yet? I'm a little bit out of the what is it? I'm out of the discussion lately. And so are we offering third market rail guards and stuff, or are we waiting for the boards to come out?
I don't know. I don't think anybody's has offered any yet because nobody's seen the product really, right? Like only a handful of people have ridden the GT.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And I'm sure there are some anti third party vendor measures in there that will,
Yeah. No, I'm sure they're not going to want that. Look how obviously awesome they're making it so that you can just go to the website.
And they are. Look, when I get one, I'm going to be fine with stock, right? Because 32 miles is great. I could ride that all over the city all day up to Silver Spring from where I live in Washington, D.C. I could get out to like Columbia. The 32 mile range is great. That's a game changer, right? Because when you get out there, you want 20 minutes isn't enough, right? 20 minutes of riding isn't enough for me. Whenever I get out there, I want to ride for a good 45 to an hour and a half, 2 hours, right? And that is just a really nice period of time to be out on the road.
Couldn't agree more, my man. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
All right, well.
About the foot pads. There's so many options of foot pads right now. There's concave, there's a wall pump.
Maybe we wait.
That could be a game changer.
Maybe we wait for a future episode to talk about that. Maybe we come back and do this again. I'm enjoying this. I'm not saying we're going to make this a regular thing, but I'm enjoying being around. You guys seem to be having fun in the jungle over there. I hope everybody's alive and well. I did have a couple more things I wanted to get to with you.
Sure.
We built a Onewheel. We have the saved videos that we have to get to. So let's pop in there and see. This is always me, but I always feel, no, it's not always me. I'm in the back. I feel like Daniel could maybe speak to this. Daniel, how do you feel about this meme?
That's awesome.
How it looks when I'm leading my crew on a ride. I can't see who's in the back.
You're in the front. In the back, it's WTF. It's is he lost again? And it's he's going to kill us. And then you're in the front, just like, yeah, follow me, everybody.
Yeah.
It's tough. Look, it's tough leading. And I know Daniel does that a lot on groups. So I just wanted to ask him, what's that like? And do you feel pressure when you're leading a group ride?
It depends, right? Like, I mean, really, it's situational. Who's attending, who's leading ride. I really appreciate that the DMV, a lot more people have been organizing rides, right? And in different locations to make it more accessible, right? We get people that are up on the outskirts of Baltimore, leading rides on the regular on trails up in that direction, right? And so that's really much more accessible to the, DMV riders that live, in and around Baltimore. And so those happen on a regular basis, and that's nice. And, rides happen here in the city, and some are happening out in, Virginia, further out in Virginia. There's some crews out that way. No, I'm good for right now, man. So I appreciate that they're organizing rides, and different people are organizing them, right? They bring different things to it. So recently I give a shout out to the Eastern Shore, Kevin Sandow, right? Like, he was like, man, there's not a lot of riders out here. It'd be nice to have like some group rides and I could show people around. And so, Tarn organized a ride with Kevin Sandow out there, on the Eastern Shore in Ocean City. And we, a bunch of us split a condo and went out there for a weekend and rode around in Ocean City and the surrounding area in Salisbury. It was amazing. We had a great time,
Dude, that sounds awesome.
I missed out on that, but that looks so much fun.
Tell me about this. We were just talking about rail guards and stuff. Have you guys ever matched your tools with your Onewheel?
Oh, dude, I saw that picture. No, I have not.
I like this. This is pretty sweet.
That is pretty.
Whoever did that. That's a good job, man. That's kind of awesome.
You know what that is? That's somebody. That's somebody right there that takes pride in their garage, and like when they're done with a project, they don't leave until they clean it better than when they got there. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of a care for what they're doing.
Yeah, props to whoever did that. That's dope, man.
That is well done.
Oh, those are Ryobi tools.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a good look, man. That's a nice looking Onewheel.
So that's AJ
sure.
Balanza. Thank you again to him. And those are our
hashtag Onewheel porn.
Yeah.
That's pretty slick. I wanted to go ahead and, if we can, we wanted to highlight some of the ladies. This is Amanda Thompson at, looks like Camp Navarro, and she is living her best life right now. So I just wanted everybody to see what pure happiness looks like in one picture, because we love her, and I hope you guys all say hi to her whenever you see her. This is Chan with LFTW Onewheel. I don't know who that is, but they're down in Wales. Give some lady love there. I like their boards, dude. Their boards are pretty sick, huh?
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of dope global, right? There's the Italian crew has been doing some cool stuff over there and having,
well, here's Less is More. She's got let's see, she's in France. Let me kill her music.
Video content in Montpelier is amazing. Yeah, she puts up good Onewheel content.
I think that's the best way to film right there, with a stick that's, I hate that view. I can't stand the world view, but as an edit, like transition, that's neat. But I think these kinds of like 360 cams are, I mean, what do you guys think? This is my favorite way to watch.
Oh yeah, man. Sometimes you wish she was on, YouTube with like, 10 or 15 minute videos, right? You just, put the video on and throw some music in the foreground or whatever. And it's just a nice thing to have up on the screen.
It's really therapeutic. I always kind of envied the Float Life shop when I saw them with like, they had the projector up, and they always just have these Onewheel rides going on in the background. It's a vibe, man. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
So
I mean, to get with those cameras, I don't really know exactly what to look for when it comes to that, but I definitely I definitely want to try out a few. And
They're tough, man. We'll get you set up. I know there's a lot of options out there, but in fact, if you have a camera that you like that's one of those, pipe it into the social media lounge right now. We would very much appreciate that, because then we can kind of crowdsource this thing. And I will put that as the third poll on the Voice of Onewheel story tonight as soon as I get off of here and run Clyde. We will do that. So what are our poll questions right now? Let me write that down while we're actually doing this.
Oh man, I don't know. I thought you were writing it down the whole time.
The first one you wanted us to ask was, do Pint X riders watch the leaderboards?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. The second one was about the foot pad options that are available on the GT right now with the love hump. Then they have the concave, which I don't know what they actually call, but then there's the standard foot pad that comes with it. So what do you guys think as far as all those foot pads go? The GT.
What foot pad would you go with for the GT? Okay.
Yeah, well, what would you compare it with right now? Because there's also a couple options out there right now, like the platypus that has that little love hump, right? What is like the W shape.
Interesting.
And there's also the Cush Wide, which does not have that, but it's got the concave structure. So
we'll do that. We'll put that on there. That's good. And then the last one, what did we just do?
We just talked about that.
I don't know what it was. Don't look at me, man.
Social media lounge. There you go. Pipe it in.
There you go.
Just Insta 360. What is your favorite camera? I knew it.
Yes, that's it.
Oh God, it's definitely not Christmas tree season at all.
I know we're getting ready to wrap up here, but there's some good deals to be had. Like you said, Lazy Rolling is having a great Cyber Monday sale. They have a garage sale, and then you get an additional 30% off. So you could be rocking an armored jacket that's like windproof and water resistant for, right around $100, I think, with the full discounts, which is like 50% off basically.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Thank you for that. Let's do this. He said it. Camera of choice. He said it. We got to go soon, and things are happening. So why don't
Before you guys go, though, I know you guys have seen the famous scene with Ozzy Osbourne and where he rips the crow's head off, but check this out.
Don't do it!
I'm just kidding.
No, Jesus H. Oh my God, that is unreal. How many birds you have in there? When you walk into his house, it's like you feel a lot of love. Let's put it that way. You feel a lot of love.
Love it.
So listen, I wanted to tell you guys. You know what? We'll do this again. I can't leave you in 30 seconds with the tease of how to make more money. I started driving Uber. So I wanted to talk about that because some things have happened. Like, I bought some girl lunch today. I had to drive these people off of the app just on Google Maps because I was so nervous and I was screwing it up on my first time. I got all these stories. Come back. Will you guys do this again with me? This was a lot of fun. I hope you will do it.
Dude, are you kidding?
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this again. We'll find a time. I'll announce it. Everybody in the social media lounge, thank you for joining us because I really see your guys' time as something that we value. And, to sit down with us like some of you do for an hour on a Friday, like, you're the best. You guys, what do you have for the people? Let me save it to you. Mo, go ahead, man. What do you got for them?
Man, nothing. Thank you so much. This was so amazing. It was a great time interacting with you guys. I can't wait to actually come back to the next episode. Love you guys. Love you, Adam. Love you, Daniel. Y'all have a great one. Enjoy the weekend.
Daniel, will we get the portal next time?
I hope so, man. I hope so. I'm a little disappointed that it was having issues focusing between the two. So I'll be providing some direct feedback to those teams.
Very good. Thank you for joining us, the both of you. And for all of you out there, we'll do this again. We'll talk to you soon. It is time to go. We got to do this. For everybody here, this is TTR Studios. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Voice of Onewheel. We'll do it again, and we'll tell you when. Thank you for being in the social media lounge. Go get effed up, get a beer, get some tequila, whatever you do. Drink some coffee. Who cares? Just go get a ride. Have a good day. We'll see you guys next time on the Voice of Onewheel. Later, folks.
Peace. Later.